Welcome back. You're still watching Metrofile on Channels Television. Now we join the Rosiji family from Abeokuta in Ogun State to celebrate the life and times of their great mother, Mrs. Igbemi Rosiji, who was later rest in Lagos, southwest Nigeria.
Sweet memories of a loving mother who will be greatly missed. Mrs. Igbemi Rosiji passed on to the great beyond on April 8, 2015. Mrs. Rosiji, a retired teacher from Abeokuta, Ogun State, died at the age of 89. And to celebrate her life, which was attested to as well spent, there was a lineup of events put together by her children to give their mother a befitting burial, which includes a funeral service at the Cathedral Church of Christ Marina in Lagos. Amongst the early arrivals to the church was the wife of the governor of Lagos State, Dame Abimbola Fashola. The remains of Mrs. Igbemi Rosiji was received into the church, but the officiating ministers and her children came right after. Prominent amongst her 5 children is Mr. Bolaji Rosiji, the former president of the Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria, PMAN.
Absolve, O Lord, the soul of thy handmaid, Igbemi, from all the chains of our sins.
In their moments of grief, her children sure had family members, friends, and loved ones around to console them, taking solace in the fact that their mother lived well. One of the officiating ministers spoke highly of late Mrs. Igbemi Rosiji.
She was a great teacher, giving of herself to her pupils and students and all those who came across her. She married a Christian who also practiced politics. Babani was not a politician by profession. He was a Christian. Also practiced politics. I wish Christians in politics go back to that. Christians first, politicians second, and then they began to give of themselves to the people that they came to serve. Mamani was a Christian through and through.
Renowned legal icon Christopher Ogunbanjo, renowned poet J.P. Clark, and Mr. Rashid Badamosi and wife were amongst the eminent personalities present who came to pay their last respect to the deceased. Mrs. Bemi Rosiji, fondly called Mamani by her children, was born in Lagos in 1926. She had her education at CMS Girls' School before she proceeded to the University College of the Southwest of England to further her education. She came back to Nigeria in 1948 and took up a job as a teacher. She later got married to the late Ayo Rosiji, former federal minister in the First Republic, a distinguished lawyer and one of the brains behind the Early Action Group Party. The marriage is blessed with children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, all of whom were on hand to honor her memory. The service came to an end, and the final journey of late Mrs. Rosiji continued. She was taken to vaults and gardens in Ikoyi, where she was privately laid to rest. Later, her children entertained their guests at the Eko Hotel and Suite.
Mama has had a long and good life, and when it was time for her to go, she went easily, without pain or without fuss. So we are thankful to God for a life fully lived.
Today we're celebrating this. I'm in high spirits. Mama lived till 89, an enviable age. And I think much more than that is the legacy she has left behind. She has left behind a legacy of children who are producing and who are supporting Nigeria just as she and her husband did.
Late Mrs. Bemi Rosiji's children celebrated a mother who they say not only lived well but impacted humanity.
All right, we commiserate with the family she left behind. And it's on this note, we call it a wrap on today's edition of Metrofile. Thank you so much for being a part of it. But if you find this interesting or you find other editions interesting, very simple, go to our website at channelstv.com. Via our YouTube channel, you can always watch us from there. Thank you so much again. You can also join us on Twitter. Yes, follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are running right on your screen. I'm Anne Wawadu.
And I'm Ogi Chikose. Thank you so much for watching.